Hi everyone. I had a big mistake. You can barely see in that circle there where the rear fender is, or the front fender's rear part is hanging out past the tire into the wheel well. I got to do something with that. I didn't notice this. I've been sick. Sorry for not posting. See, you can see the gap there. Not the gap, but how far it's sticking out. And that's rubbing against the tire. It fits, but it's rubbing against the tire. Well, so here, I'm just doing what I did to the other side, which is smoothing it out, you might say, with plastic card. You can't see it when you're done. It's black. And I didn't do any highlight or anything like that on it to bring it out. Because I figured it's black. As it is, I have a hard time seeing the freaking brake lines on the front. Well, I'm glad I didn't do all this and try to stick the body on. I'd have had a mess. I'm just scribing a line there to clean for the glue, and I'm using a wood chisel or a leather chisel to clean that up so the glue will stick. I changed chisels. I went to a half round one. No, I went with something else. How many tools I gotta use? Anyway, I'm kind of like pre-hitting it with the glue, and then once I get it in there, I'll hit it again with the glue to make it stick. As you can see, I'm having fun. There we go. Just gotta scoot it around, make it go where I need it to go. This is the front part. For the so it would vent air through the grill into the wheel well to cool the brakes and to lower, because the air will be flowing at a faster rate. It will cause a suction on the front of the car. I got so much stuff I got to do yet before I even flip the thing over, and I want to get it to where I can actually set it on its wheels. This doesn't really take long. I think it takes about 15 minutes per side. Unless you run into a problem like I did, then it's going to take a lot longer. But, you know, it really doesn't take long. And I realize not everybody has the stupidity to do something like this. But that's the only way I like making models. Even tanks, I'll make brass fenders, I'll do different stuff, or complete interior. I've done that on 3 of them. There are plenty of photographs of them out there. I want it to fit right under that front splitter. I cut out that sponge. That's what the car's sitting on. So I can just spin it around and do what I gotta do. Right there, just showing you, I bend it a little bit so it fits onto the fender, the original fender, Man, for me, I don't break more stuff the way I shove stuff around. Really a testament to models. You get a ham-fisted idiot like me and bound to get problem. Now what I'm doing here is roughly making a bigger hole with a pencil. Then I take my multi drill here, known as a number 11 blade. Notice how small I made the holes. It just was kind of a bullseye looking at the other side. That's why I flipped the car sideways so I could see the hole. I'm making the hole bigger, cleaning it up. Pull out my weapon of choice, round file. I'm just giving it a coat of paint all the way around it. That way no white will be showing through the front of the grill. Now here's the problem, and it takes me forever to realize that this isn't going to work and I have to cut it back way further. Way further. I took a Dremel to it and thought I had it thinned enough. It helped, but I need to remove it. Naturally, I can't find the bit I want to use. But on the other hand, it might be a good idea. Don't use it. Anyway, what I keep doing here is fitting it, and it keeps blocking the air duct for the disc brakes and to vent tire squirt that comes out from the tire. And the sideboards on it, that creates a suction under the car. Depends on the height of your car. The lower the better. Try to do that here. You have Corvette all over this concrete. Right now I'm just I'm burnishing the ends so they cup, so they'll make an edge. You see where it's folding a little. That is to hit the side that is sticking out too far, which didn't work. Here I thought I was doing it in front of the camera. I was, with my hand. It's funny when you do these on the phone, it's never directly in the middle, dummy. It's off the side. Anyway, this is part 1A, and I'll have part B, 1B this week, because I'm going to get the emergency brake on that you'll be seeing here shortly, and the fender situation taken care of. That's the big plan, at least. Yeah, now I'm trying to get it so it folds in behind it. It ain't gonna work. it's just sticking out too far. It looks terrible. It's going to rub the tire. I don't want that. Got a lot of little fixing up here and there on spots. Yep, this ain't going to fit. I'll take more off it. I'll make it smaller. That'll fit. Nope. Not going to fit. See, it doesn't want to go in that hole because everything is wrong. Almost looks like it worked there, but it's still sticking out too far. I don't want that. It's got to be brought in flush. So, right here, I'm just sanded the inside of the fender well down a little bit before I start goofing with the back part of the fender. The difference is the passenger, one of the sides has, the fenders aren't the same length. This is the driver's side, and you think that'd be forward more or backward more because the only thing it has is the windshield washer fluid reservoir. No, it's different in the other side. Now, it's put together correct. There's only one way to get it on. Unless I don't know what I'm doing, that's quite possible. Here's my diagram. I had found a Chevrolet diagram of disc brakes for the emergency brake cable. Then I found out that 1965 is when they came out with disc brakes, and this car, I put disc brakes on it. So I thought, oh, we'll do this. So I'm gonna twist some wire up. I gotta make the equalizer. Got to make the solid rod that goes from the equalizer to the brake, which ain't really going to be cooked up. I just stripped some wire, and you see some very small hairs there. I'm planning on only using 2 because I don't want it too thick. Later on, and I don't think this video shows it, is I found some very fine wire in a USB cord for my phone that went bad. Man, that stuff was fine. Not as fine as, I can't think what you call them, earbuds. The ones that you, with the wires that hold it, those are super fine. Anyway, I'm just twisting it up into a wire. That makes it harder too. It gets it straight by doing that. And I'm just picking up the extra wires just in case I launch this into orbit some stupid way. So then I'm going to use the insulation there, that blue and white insulation for the wire, to for the cable where it's covered from where it's mounted back to the wheels. Oh, and I also have made a spring that goes to hold pull back pressure on the emergency brake, so when you release it, it will pull back to release the cable. That's made. It should be on here, but I don't know what's going on. I'm blaming that I'm sick. Yep, that's it. I'm making the leveling arm thing. Fits in the middle and it'll rock. It's a rocker. It'll rock to put equal pressure on both brakes, supposedly. Yeah, I had to look it up because I had one. I thought, oh, this is what I want to do. And that's the one where it goes up to 64, where they had the hand pull brake, the one you pull out by the dash. And I went, well, mine don't have that. And it took me a while And I kept seeing this one with disc brakes, and it kept saying the year, and I'm like, what the? So I looked it up and found out that was the right one. That's the one with the center console pull, where you pull up the lever on the center console right by your right side. Right here I'm making the brackets for the brake cables that fit over that hump right by the transmission hump, right, not transmission, the rear end hump. So that's where that's going. This all hangs out in the breeze. Funny this stuff doesn't get hung up on something. Anyway, there's that. I took a piece of solder, which I got to order more. I got a lot, but you know how it is. You get nervous if you run out of something you like. Flattening the end, and then I'm going to bend a hook in it, a very tight hook, so it'll grab the cable like it's actually pulling on the rocker thing, not the cable. But I thought might as well keep it so the cable isn't flopping around. I have enough trouble with that. So there's the piece, and does he make it in there? He does. Yay. It's about the end of this, guys, and you'll see a video later this week with the rest, because I painted it up and everything. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Subscribing doesn't hurt you. Please do it. Thank you.